So I'm here at J.M. Dickson in Turkey, Texas, which is the home of Bob Wills, who is one of the great country singers of all time. So how are you doing today, J.M.?
Doing fine.
Good. So what was it like playing with Bob Wills when you were 10 years old?
Well, I was learning to play, the acoustical guitar. We didn't have amps at that time in the 30s. The Great Depression was on. And we were all poor as snakes. And so we were religious people and all put our faith, and we made it through it all right. And my parents were successful farmers, and then they went into the restaurant business over on on 287 Highway, running from Dallas to Denver. It was the Owl Cafe at Headley. The Headley Owls was
oh,
high
okay.
school, and so they sponsored the high school every way they could.
And then you served in World War II. Thank you for your service.
Yes, on the USS Tennessee. USS Tennessee, BB-43.
Where's that located now, the USS Tennessee?
Well, we have the museum north of Knoxville, Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
In the high school of Huntsville in Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going there in May.
Oh, wow.
And there'll be very few of us left. But
Do you remember when Pearl Harbor happened? Like, what were you doing then? And
it was December the 7th, 1941. And I was in high school over at Headley. But a year later, I went in boot camps in San Diego, and they were rushing us through. They needed us real bad in the Pacific. And they had the Tennessee in Bremerton, Washington, in dry docks. And I went aboard, and there was about 200 guys on the train. We came in to Bremerton from San Diego, California. And this officer came out and says,
"Sailors, this is going to be your home in World War II for the rest of the war."
In the Pacific.
Okay.
I said, well, I signed up for stateside duty. He said, you got it. You'll be aboard ship. You'll be right home. I lived here all my life. And one thing about it, we still have fresh air every day. And the wind always blows. Don't leave home without your coat, no matter what day it is.
Okay.
Here. And I've been blessed very, very much with the good Lord. And I've been successful. And my wife was a teacher, and she was a teacher at Headley, Groom, and Panhandle.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it's 3 different places. I asked J.M. some of the things he remembers about Bob Wills.
Well, Bob Wills, see, we had neighbors. The way we got acquainted with Bob and the Simmons family. And nearly everybody, we didn't have a radio, TV, or nothing. See, back in the Depression, so everybody had a piano, old pump organ, and guitars, banjos, mandolin. We had some neighbors that had an upright bass, and that's where I got my first lessons on the upright bass.
Oh, cool. And so how much of a thrill was it to get to play with him?
Well, it was really something, I had started playing, the old acoustical guitar, and all of us kids were over in one corner at the Simmons family. And Bob Wills showed up, and their son was one of the best fiddlers in the country, Rob Simmons. And he and Bob Wills twin fiddled, and all the people, the family and everything, somebody on the piano. We had a banjo, we had a mandolin, and a bunch of guitars. And I had my little old harmonica. I played the harmonica.
Okay,
and,
cool.
So we started playing Ragtime Andy. That's a little breakdown on fiddles. And they had me start playing that, and then here come in twin fiddles. It was something, you know, really a thrill.
So you said he drank a lot, though?
Not then.
Oh, no?
He was young, you know, and he was forming the Playboys, and he wanted Rob Simmons, this man at this house that we were at, the family. He wanted him to go with him too. He had this contract with the Burris Mill and Elevator Company, Light Crust Doughboys. And every time he showed up anywhere, well, everybody went to, Bob became real popular and famous from that time.
But then after that, that's when he started drinking a lot?
Well, you know, ups and downs, a musician. And he was always a generous man. He always helped everybody.
Okay.
He was well thought of.
Okay.
And you see the signs out there, home with Bob Wells out here at the edge of town.
Yeah.
And he always had the men that played with him in his band to really groom themselves. They had to have on real nice boots and jeans, and most of the time they wore a white shirt and tie and a black vest.
You don't always see that now
Well,
from the musicians.
that's the way they had to be.
That's the way they had to be
His
then.
band.
Yeah.
And he expected them, boy, when he hit a number, it had to be just right.
All right. Well, thank you, JM.
Yeah.
Appreciate your time. Yeah.
Thank you for coming by.
This was an awesome experience getting to meet a guy like this, just random, when I was out in West Texas driving through the town of Turkey on my way to Caprock Canyons. So I appreciate it. If you're out there, JM, thank you.